everyone, this is Tondra Dene. This week's featured filmmaker is Bivas Biswas. Bivas was voted Best Filmmaker of the Year in 2008 at the Phoenix Film Festival.
I was developing games back then, and I'm a software engineer, so I was working software as a day job, and was trying to get out of that and get into something creative. So I got into game development. Game development led me into filmmaking, actually. Back then in 2000, early 2000, like gaming became, you know, like a huge production house. There's hundreds of people involved: art direction, level designer, character designer, a story, and as opposed to, you know, and back in the 80s, there was one guy writing Pong on his computer. That was not the case anymore. It was just changing very fast. And it was very hard for me to keep up with that. I was doing my day job and developing my game engine in the evening. But what really struck me was even with all these people trying to write a game, some games stay on the shelf for 7 days, and then Pong actually has stayed in the industry for, like, you know, 20 years now. Yeah, right? So it's like, what is it? What is it, right? And it boils down to gameplay. And gameplay is, you know, very akin to storytelling, how you're engaging the audience, how you're telling the story. And so I think that part of it got me into storytelling more than anything else. Paranoia is a psychological thriller. It's a whodunit. It's about a woman who is in a stressful marriage, and she is undergoing experimental treatment for infertility, and the treatment starts screwing with her head, and she starts losing sense of perception versus, you know, what's imaginary and what's reality. Always I'm drawn to that kind of stories because we don't ourselves know what's real. Kinda, and it's all about how you perceive things. You know, it's just a set of neurons in your head. You know, they fire in a particular pattern, and that's our perception, and that's our reality. We change our perception, we change our reality in real life. So in films, I like playing with that kind of setups. There is a Hungarian director called his name is Nimrod Antal. I really like how he brings characters to life in very closed spaces. One of his movies, if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. It's called Control with a K. It's about the Hungarian subway system. The entire movie takes place underground. I really like his style, how he brings up the story and the characters within confined spaces. Like Coen Brothers, you know, their pacing is just right. And on the surface it seems slow, but the characters are just, you know,
They come alive.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, you know, David Fincher, it's the other extreme, and his pacing is just breakneck, but works.
Phoenix Film Festival's best local film. Bleh.